white farmer killed 2 black women and fed their bodies to pigs. Put up the picture full mass. This was in South Africa. We are reporting on another South Africa story. We reported on one last week that could have ended in murder as well. Makgatho and Locadia Ndlovu were reportedly shot to death in August for trespassing on a farm belonging to 60-year-old Zachariah Johannes Olivier. This was a pig farm. According to the BBC, a dairy company dumped some potentially expired goods on Olivier's farm. So 45-year-old Makgatho and the 34-year-old Ndlovu trespassed to try to scavenge for dairy products. They were shot after being found on the property. Their bodies were then fed to the pigs. The husband, her husband, accompanied both women to the farm. He was also shot, but he was able to crawl away and escape the carnage to call for help. After he reported the incident to local police, authorities found the women's bodies in the pigsty several days after they were, in fact, killed. Now, the farmer, his farm supervisor, Adrian Rudolph DeWitt, an agricultural worker, William Musaro, faced 2 charges of premeditated murder. One of attempted murder, the other of possession of an unlicensed firearm. Rudolph DeWitt cried during a September court hearing, drawing more outrage from the public. The murders have intensified racial tensions, as many South Africans reckon, with 2 other incidents that recently happened on farms. Another farmer and his assistant were arrested in August for allegedly murdering 2 women who they accused of stealing sheep. The victims' bodies were burned beyond recognition in an attempt to hide the evidence. Last week, we covered the story about a farmer, Stoneman, who ran over a 6-year-old child and his mother over a piece of fruit. The child suffered severe injuries, including 2 broken legs. The farmer indicated he has no remorse over what he did. The farmer tried to claim that they want his property. The mother said no. There was a fallen orange. Son reaches to just pick an orange up through the fence. Car comes, tries to kill him. Authorities go to the farm. They see clearly there's no way this child could have been on the farm. What they said, what the mother said, is legit, and they arrested him. Now, this also comes amid allegations that for years, people like him and other farmers have been getting away, probably with murder, but definitely corruption, that they have been operating above the law for so long that this is part of the reason why you're now seeing all of these crimes. It's because they were given a pass routinely. And now, seemingly, there is somebody or some function happening that's saying no more. Michael, this is a hell of a thing. I can't imagine, dear brother, just understanding humanity and society, that all of a sudden, white farmers in South Africa decided to start losing their minds and killing Black people. I have to believe this culture has permeated for years prior.
Yeah, how can you not think that when you hear these stories and the commonalities between them? Olivier is no different than the person before him or the person before him. And you look at his age compared to the ages of, the types of people that are outraged by this. They're talking about seizing his farm, or shutting down his farm. Of course they should shut down his farm. And of course, this is not someone who should get bail. But, in the way you try and look at things optimistically, sometimes as horrific as they are, it's getting international attention. You're sitting in talking about it. And that's the kind of thing that makes change. And it makes change in South Africa far away when they know the world is watching. it's a horrendous thing to have to endure, certainly for the people, the man who was shot, who survived, his son who said his mother never made them want for anything. And these stories are devastating, a 6-year-old. But if you look at what it could lead to, there's potential that this kind of thing can change minds.
There you go.